Okay, so the site here this is Bonnie Lake in Bonnie Park. It's part of the Rivergums estate in Baldivis. This was originally part of the bigger wetlands that existed prior to European settlement on the Perth coastal plain. So it was once a paperbark swamp. During construction it was drained and it was turned into a retention basin. So this partly is like a feature for the locals to use, the water feature, but it's mainly here to stop flooding during high rainfall events. Now, there's two structure sides here, the main body here with the hard landscaping and the housing on it, and then over here to my right there's a second lobe which is also hard landscape with a bridge separating the two. There is a little bit of biological edging here. You can see over here there's some paperbark and a bit of reed, but typically there's no biological filtration between the edge of the park and the water body, so it's all hard in that area. So what happens here is that when you get runoff from the surrounding areas, there's not a lot to filter it, so it tends to wind up with a lot of contaminants in there from the surrounding areas, and that includes nitrogen and phosphate, so the body of water is prone to algal blooms. You can see in the background I've put a water feature in. This is less to do with actually being nice to look at and as much to do as in assisting with aerating the water and keeping the dissolved oxygen level up. The preceding couple of days were quite rainy. We've had quite a bit of rain, so the edge that you can see here is quite marshy and soft, and it's swept a bit of debris into the water body. The problem we get here is that normally this has got quite a low water level. It's normally only got a few centimetres of water over most of it. It'll start to fill up a bit over the next couple of weeks. There are tadpoles in the water body, so that is a good indicator of aquatic health, because amphibians are very sensitive to pollution and other chemicals that are in the water. I haven't heard any frogs, but I have seen tadpoles. That's not a bad thing. As you can see, there's quite a good collection of ducks and some other native wildlife, which indicate that the water isn't too heavily polluted. It must be healthy if the ducks are living in there. Now, if I was going to test this body of water, I'd want to test it at a number of sites. I'd be testing along this hard landscape edge, possibly at 1 or 2 points, and I'd be testing here around where there's public access. There's a gazebo here, some barbecues and playgrounds. There's also a BMX track on the far side of the park, and we'd be testing there. So I'd be testing at maybe 4 or 6 sites around here. The water's not too deep, but it is hard to get to, so you probably have to test with a cup on a pole to get down to it. You do need to test on both sides because there is an artificially constructed barrier between the two lobes, which is the Bonnie Street Bridge, which has got like a very, very small culvert, so it doesn't allow for much transfer of water between the two. The big issue that this place is going to get is if you don't keep that water moving, you're going to get a low dissolved oxygen count. Algal blooms will occur because of the nature of the parkland. It gets very heavily fertilised.